yeah, this is a Twitch issue. You can't load Twitch, but now you can. Okay, well, can you? Thank you. Okay, cool. Alright, we're back. I don't really know what that looks like on stream, but whatever. Shout out to Twitch servers fully dropping. Love to see that. Always. Obviously, mid-ad on King MSG. Sorry, to be clear, not mid-ad. 2 minutes and 49 seconds into a 3-minute ad. Specifically on King MSG. Okay, well, good game so far. While we were away, they picked up a little bit of KP, I believe. So minimum 4 KP, but see, they need more than this. Right now, this is only 8 points, as far as I know. And King MSG is getting shot. Yeah, good. I have the Seer. Seer does so much work here. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm just now processing this comment. What in the crimes against humanity, bro? There is just no world where we need to be playing Fuse, I'm telling you people. Don't worry, Fuse ulted it, it's gonna do like 6 damage. Nice. Was Duo the whole time, question mark? I didn't think it was, but I also wasn't closely watching. Oh my god, King MSG. Oh man. 11 points. They're fucked. No, it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. Oof. Oof. That's not gonna be enough. Oof. Yeah, he said GG in the chat. F to pay respects and all that. Oh, and this is Ubi, of course. This is Ubi that they died to. Ubi makes Pro League, and in the same breath, we lose King MSG's team to Bush. And let's see. No, of course not. You know, that's on me. There we go. It's genuinely not even close. Rip. Rip, rip. Okay. Meanwhile, locking in a little bit here. So, Ubi through. Ubi through. ITR through. $840 lira. They were, of course, fucked anyway. $780 to Boshu. $750 DMA. 690 triple P. No, we didn't have triple P. Right, this is like the first one we don't have. Yeah. You will on 660. That's true. 660, you will. And we go ahead and mark off those as well. Everybody in 2 either has this mark or that mark. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Don't sort this yet. We still have to check on CAD, not Meraki, high kill ratio, and gentle into night from lobby 1. On that subject, pull up to the Chisu PUV once again. Are we alive? We are alive. Are we... Okay, 4 with 11. We are not the duo. We're playing Seer, Fuse, and Pathfinder. I'm not gonna back down. Like, so, okay. Seer, like, Fuse has things about Fuse's kit that are fine. The ult is just not one of those things. Like, I'm not saying that we should never, ever play Fuse. I think that it's understandable to play Fuse sometimes. The ult is the worst ult in the game. There is no question. It is absolutely horrendous. You know, if it's still getting played despite that, then it's kind of arguably a good thing that the ult is so bad, because it would be overpowered if the ult wasn't horrible. They got that shit off, by the way. It's top 3, and it's going to be full squads, because they got that shit off somehow. Don't ask me how. I do not know how, but they got that shit off. Let me unmute this. So yeah, of course, this team, Chisu's team here, already in Pro League.
Go!
Huh?
Why? Why? Why?
顶他就一个，
等不了。
慢打，这边慢打。
拉边，下来拉边。
我被他忙。
This was an interesting choice.
再找你。
Okay.
确定要挤这边吗？
Why?
右边。
Why did we do that exactly? Can anyone explain? Can anyone explain what the reasoning was on that? This is HKR.
我不知道，除非有神吧。如果没神的话，我们是不是应该直接把右边杀了？
我一定会有神啊。
Maybe.
是要你们要来找我，你们这样自己走过去。
These guys are a duo. They got one of them Finn. The other team is the guys who respawn, so they should be 3 up. Welcome to APAC South. It's no APAC North, but it does its best.
感觉可以直接跟他后面把他们杀了。
他拉人的时候感觉就得杀，圈一直往里面刮，
太急了。
有时候不用每把都拿第一。
因为我想说右边那组。
I don't know about the Sparrow ult entry here. I don't know about that at all. They're dead. Not that that's like surprising in any way. Okay, he did aura farm there. I'll give him that. Don't know what he thought he was gonna accomplish, but yeah, he did aura farm successfully. So respect on that one, I suppose. Let's shut that back off. Go over here. All the way over here. Match 6 complete. Now, what do we got? We got high kill ratio. Yes. We got yes. We got Meraki. Yes. So, high kill ratio. Yes. Yes. We got Meraki. Yes. But that's control, defeat, and gentle into night in the no. Oh boy, that is yeesh. Okay. So, 600 for gentle into night. And they get this cleared as well as this cleared. And blip. 630 for control defeat. But yeah, the interesting bit is going to be that actually there's not a lot that can be done about control defeat here anyway. then by 4 points, just in case there is a tie. There is a tie, Los Locos, with Control Alt Defeat, but that's not really the big question. So the thing is, right, if there were somehow 4 spots, they are now in a horrible spot. But that's not the case. So Na can pass them. But to Boshu, they cannot pass them because they're out. But Meraki and Gen Z cannot pass them on points. 1440. Assuming I'm correct, and correct is what I was trying to say. Assuming I'm correct and there's 6 spots, all 5 of these are now locked. If I'm wrong, then, you know, the math doesn't work out quite the same, obviously. Bit number 2 is that Tuboshu's here is now that. So if you weren't on 2310, you're fucked. Which specifically means Tosca and high kill ratio, even though they made finals, are fucked with regard to qualifying on points. So finals is going to contain 4 who are qualled on points already, 3 who maybe could still qual on points. Though in practice, Goat looking very questionable there. But yes, it is possible. So 4 who could maybe still qual on points. And then, so yeah, why don't I unhighlight this then? So Chisu is in finals and live. Tao is in finals and live. However, finals will have an English language broadcast. So most likely I would just watch that if I was going to watch it. Which we'll see what happens when we get there in a little bit here. Right, so to me, even though Control Alt Defeat did not get there, I believe they still are full save, actually. Fucking Razor Synapse, get the fuck out of here, you jackass. Okay. Right, okay, yes. Right. So that's the breakdown there. You have 4 that are already qualled. You have 4 more that can qual on points in theory, one of whom is very likely to qual on points, and the others of which are very unlikely to qual on points. And then you have the other 12 as people who absolutely need to win in order to make Pro League. This includes Tosca high kill ratio. It includes Tao's Avenger squad as well. They already get this up. They did. Does look that way. This is looking like it is that. Yep. And of course, they're helpfully sorted in this lobby on the 4 who are already qualled, then the next 4 who can qual on points, and then everybody else who has to win. Just straight up has to win. Most of them, of course, they can't do it. I didn't check if Euclid was live. I know he's not, but I'm going to check. Yeah, he's not. Crazy. It's just crazy. With Bly, live person? He is. There's an English language, presumably, cast here. This does appear this way. Stacked lobby, but no Tuboshu. Really makes you think, I suppose. I mean, like, I mean, I'm not sure. Great comms coming out in the chat. Definitely comms of all time. Okay, lock in. That was Timmy Time's way that he's styled. Yes, that's correct. That's a kind of a banger tag, I can't even lie. Cool. Shout out to False being tagged False God in game. That's really even better. For being entirely honest with ourselves here. Just a banger tag. Wait. Doom probably on purpose shit talking. I respect. They're making Pro League anyway, big dog. I'm sorry to report. Most likely, again, most likely. I want to clarify. Like, there's been no official word on whether there's 6 spots or not. There's 2 teams who got invites who did not accept the invites, who were listed on the website anyway. They've not been, like, replaced, as far as we're aware, with invites. So the most likely thing is that you just take 2 more teams from point standings, at which point you get this result situation here where Control at Defeat are, in fact, still making Pro League. Technically, they could invite somebody else. Perhaps they could talk themselves into inviting Tree Cleaner and KH in them. I don't know. Gameplay. Shoutouts to gameplay, by the way. Wait, really? Tosca? Oh, bro, this makes a lot of sense, Loki. Yo, I've been calling this guy Bran the entire time. It's Gran. This makes a lot of sense. Also, that's like shit. That's so bad. You should be punched in the face for that. Not by like somebody who's strong though. Like by like me. Like I should get to punch you in the face. What in the... What the hell happened to his chat? That's good, I guess. I'm seed 35th without finals Lamau. What is bro yapping about? As 4 observers here. They are going live over here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I appreciate that quite a lot, actually. However, I do not want to watch this shit, to be clear. I just wanted to, you know, familiarize myself with what's going on and stall through an entire game over here, which I've certainly accomplished. As I try to, excuse me. I think Ryu wants to play Pro League, guys. Guys, I think Ryu wants to play Pro League. The fuck? Okay. So, come over here. Ryu's in finals. Just like that. Now, do we go with the next color? I guess we have to. 900. We could go back to green, but that would be really confusing. Low-key, maybe we go back to green. Well, we can do this. We can go back to green. That's not that bad. Okay. So yeah, they are already through. Over here, Goons are pretty much through, which is a good bit. Certainly that doesn't matter to my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is not interested in the Goons. Okay. Let's assume that the browser / the team stream, you know, website have recovered from the horrors that we put them through. AKA literally just asking them to do anything at all. Like just anything at all. And let's pull up we don't need to do them. Let's see if Wichamaki is going to be live here. I kind of hate this guy. So we go back to no stream on Ruin then. Fishies. My goat. Gushan. Rakes was Sawking, Beauty Tonico. Ouchason, Lassie. And that's it. Then from here, we organize by lobby, I think is what we do. So, Zeta, Rakes, Wasaking, Lassie are in lobby 1. Lassie's dead. And the others, they're in lobby 2. The remaining 5 players. You're dead. You are Gusyan. F in the chat for the boy. Looks like we literally just had Wasaking die as well. And also Yamatai is dead. Sounds good. Yamatai dead, Wasaking dead. I want to grab Lassie and fix the quality here real quick, just because that's going to annoy me later. Now we can lock in. Let me turn up the quality to 720 here and unmute this. There's a car.
カーブ俺も欲しいんだよな。
拾えば
そろ一回。いや、あったあった。やった。右行くね、俺。
戻ります。
Because F has 10 infinite bats,
マジで分かった。
at least.
これさ、キングのところ取れたから1個前出るよ、これ。
いやいや、
弱いかな
そこだ、そこや。で、俺が一歩残る。やっぱ俺の話聞いてないじゃん。さっき説明したのに、だからチルって言ったら落ち着いてるって。落ち着いてないじゃん。もう僕無理。これ左気をつけて、マジ右も怖い、右も怖い。俺シアルトない、シアルトない。
And Fishy's
赤
dead.
ピンと右上にパと左ワンパかな。多分。
I'm gonna check for the white.
左にパだわ、左にパ。
Tenth place.
左にパ、右ワンパ。
If he's out.
バルジャンケア、バルジャンの後ろとか注意、俺の方。
あ、
ミサイルは
パスラね、10分待ってる。
Let's go ahead and turn up the quality on these guys then too.
ないよ。
Looks like these lobbies are fairly close together. Strictly speaking, the gap seems to be about a minute and a half. Rakes, no, rakes, no, rake.
真下僕らだけだよ。真下僕らだけだよ。
God fucking damn it.
真下僕らだけだよ。
あ、上がってきた。
Dog, it's always something.
右右右コーステックフォーカスフリッツで
That was Ray Apex.
野球
めっちゃ食らってるよ、ガン
俺もシアルもちょっとで
This was certainly gameplay that I watched
シアルキルね
unequivocally.
下からワイドに降りれ
I kind of feel like Zeta's gonna
ニューキャル
win.
トンの中に入れます。
木体系
ニューキャルトンの中にガス入れました。
木は
あ、今めっちゃ嫌な感じ
Playing this kind of weird,
いいよ、降りちゃった。
but yeah, they win. Okay, let's close that out as well. Oh, Alchason died. Get the Alchason out. Get it Alchason.
上からのスイングが一番怖い。
Make sure the volume's off. Yeah, no. I hate this. If you click on it, then it'll turn on the volume. If you then hide it, it will not turn off the volume. The technology isn't there yet.
グレーきつくなったら目でずれよ、タニコ。一瞬。
Okay, so this top 6 here. Tonico.
いや結局来るから意味ないと思う。
一回狙ってみ狙ってみ
俺落とすよ。マジ上。結構上にもかけるこれ。いや上でいい。上の情報を取らせたくないから。
丸く
大丈夫。全員リソース切ったよね。
うんない
いや
あれそこ
カーテンだな。
あれそこたまる
これ。タニコはいらない。俺2勝第1個。
右外ワンパ
ゆっくり。マジ今上スイング注意ね。俺らこれ絶対来るから。一番怖いの。
外側がめちゃめちゃフリーそれ外側めちゃめちゃフリーよ
外側フリーならこれ絶対すぐ巻いて。
Are they saying that they're not gonna get bang ults, but they are gonna get cat ults? Because that's not true. Oh, maybe with power booster they can. Not gonna lie, if this guy uses cat wall before they die, I would be quite surprised.
とりあえず奥の車線は切りたい。絶対奥の車線。
そろそろだよもうちょい
上は上バルじゃん。遠いなくなった
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess he was checking his box, maybe.
もったくもったくもったくもったくも
Would
ったく
have
もったく
been a checking his box situation.
俺の強い俺のめっちゃポジ強い一旦
Good swing here. Really good maneuver here from Tonico.
前の
Switch
俺
the
ら
mode, please,
Item come back, item come
or
back.
walk closer. That would work too, if you wanted to do that.
やったや
Okay, that was horrifying. Joshin dead.
アンチがアンチがアンチが
I mean, that's a good fucking game. I do not think that man catwalled. That is a good fucking game. It's Xsect
ミフィーズも
getting second, or perhaps Xsect Gro getting second. I don't remember if Xsect's in this lobby. It is gonna be one of them. They're both in this lobby. Nice. Game 3 complete. It was Exect getting second. It was Taproot second. Getting Rue. Rue second. This makes sense. Do not fact check. Tenatars through. Just casually. What did they do in that game? Oh, that was. I'm so stupid. Okay. They ended up with 8 kills, yeah. Quite a good set for Denatars. As well as W Journey. And over here we are also chilling. Zeta realistically are fine, but in point of fact are not absolutely fine. So we will go ahead and come over here, and we will go ahead and remove the BD Tonico, actually. And then we will add the Thomas. Well, I turned off Tonico, so I believe everything should be in order. Yuka should be in the right spot. Rakes should be in the right spot. It's just Thomas that we need to put in the right spot. And then again, we need to fix the situation as far as the lobbies go. I want Yuka, followed by Rakes was socking Lassie Thomas. Rakes was socking Lassie Thomas. First 5 are going to be in lobby 1. Second 5 are second 4 are going to be in lobby 2. Okay. Let's see. One thing I did kind of want to like check around, like who is in the shitter? Miffy's 7 through 3. That's not very good. Dreadnoughtus 10 through 3. Best placement 7th. That's not very good. These guys as well, both of them not in a great spot. Joshin's over here. Do not expect that they will end up winning at all. You know, call me crazy. I just don't see it. Esamaki. Fucking 5-head, dude. See, at least this, whatever the hell this says, that's not just the same shit. Right, like you go, is it? Because it's gone so. But then Nanoyo, like, not even close. Anyway, and yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I'm talking about, you know, TARS? $16 kills is a lot of kills in 3 games. That's more than anybody else has. How are we doing over here? Oh, we are just getting into the game. Alright, let's quickly check. Estates. Terminal. Oasis. Summers. Elysium. Okay. Check that out immediately.
どかはないかな。
That is appointment viewing.
されてる了解
What's the comps?
中区パーコあるよ
We are playing Pathfinder.
一旦取り手歩いていいかな。ハモケンの方じゃね？
Bro, Pathfinder is not good for entering this team. I don't think they're gonna want to fight. We will see what Zeta do.
よし、守備いきますね。
僕勝ったからその点作るね。
いいよ。ミカさんだよ。俺が、まあいいや、分かったから、い
あなただよ。
いや、ピングを取ってってことですよ。
俺がモバリスだからモバリスにするからエバック落としたよって言ってキングが返事してそれ取ってくんでって言っただから取るのあなたじゃん。もういい。
ピングを
お母さん
取ってって
死ねばいい。
もうこの辺、この辺なんだっけ。
もう取りに行っちゃったから。いや、ピンを取ってって言ったのかなと思った。
This team has got
お前話聞いて
quite
る
a
よ
lot of yap in them. Like, I don't even know what they're talking about, of course.
はい。
な。
はい。
グッド要素ゼロだよ。
But, like, yeah, I doubt that it has anything to do with the game.
いや、
結構ディレイにしよう。
Not a good zone. In truth. Yeah, zone gaming from ranks. Look at that rotate.
バック出ねえかな。
Take the whip, make this rotate. They're just fully gone. Before Zeta's even done looting Elysium. That's dedication right there. I do kind of fuck with this approach, though. You just fucking leave.
こっちの方が高い。
You just say, you know what, I've decided that we're playing our zone. There, rakes? Oh, okay. Did he cancel that? No, he did not.
紫なんかめっちゃ落ちてるこの辺。
They're trying to see what they can do.
俺、あれ、
Holy terrifying.
あ、やるか。
俺も悪いだよ。 めっちゃ村場待ってるこれ上。みんな持ってるか。
あー、俺、しゃがんどくね、これ。みんな。
Okay, zone gaming. You know, that's what we in the business call zone gameplay. From the rakes, I respect this. This is fair enough. Oasis boys are looting no name. Terminal boys are still in terminal. Unless Thomas was terminal boys. I don't think Thomas was terminal. No, Thomas was estates, yeah. So they've fast rotated over from estates. Good macro, I would argue. It's like you want to stay in estates. Speaking of estates, it does kind of look like that Fishies has also been given estates. That's Power Grid for Yamatai, Gardens for Auchison, and frickin' Hammond Labs. For Gonzo. Okay. Milk chocolate out in the first lobby. Also, this tells me that Rake's POV a little delayed. Probably more delayed than I want it to be. Let's see if that can be improved. It looks like it can't, no. Somebody's already dead down here. So I think they got Hammond and then just stood around for way too long.
これね、ニューキャッスルレース。オッケーオッケーオッケー。
I don't really know how you fix this.
上行かね。
They do have his
まずいな。
banner,
大丈夫大丈夫。
I think.
グラビティエンジン戻んね。どう？
Yeah, I mean, that is what you should do, I think.
明日が奥行ってる今。うん、右抜けてるこっち側。
I don't want to tunnel on that too hard. Big rotate from Auchison. He's in Gardens. It's all the way down here. What the Sigma? You should kill those guys, Ouchisan. You should kill those guys. Young Naura, WGR Neo. WGR Neo, by the way, who are on an absolute heater of a set.
ナイスナイスナイス
Stopped in their tracks by WLD Boy.
お疲れだねナイスだわ
This is why we love these lobbies, man.
ちょっと見といて
スキャンしたいな、スキャンしたいんだよな。
一旦
そうだね
Anything can fucking
ね
happen. There's no rules.
うんありがとう
球入れ、球入れ。
入れるね
待って、出して止めて。
オッケー
ナイス。
これ潰す2枚だ2枚だ2枚だこれ
遠征これ遠征してんだ多分これ多分
遠征して遠
They
征して
split?
オルタいないから即戻れないと思うよ
Those kind of look like they're split. I would agree.
車2個ある車2個ある
That is what it looks like.
ウルトもないからね俺
So they're playing super light through Grow side.
あパワーブもらうか
Oh, we gotta stop and hit ult excel before we push them, even though, oh, I don't like that, man. If we scan them being, like, very, very
ま
split,
あ手前でもまあ
we should have been in there. I can't lie. We should have
これ
been
カ
in
メラ
there.
入ってるっけこれ
Alter is
高いからね
banned. He cannot just whoop back.
あいいね
Technology is not there. I mean, unless he's a wraith, I
や
guess.
った方が楽であるんだよなガスは怖いけど
There's some wraiths in this lobby. You know, I'm looking at one of them right now.
いや、無理だ、無理無理無理無理。絶対無理。まだまだ。タイムしかない、タイムしかない。
It's, of course, not that team.
回ってこれ取ったら
I
まあ
don't know what
先は
that
まあな
team's
るな
playing.
そうだね
So I'm gonna go up
今んとこ
toward
見えない
Oasis side here.
ワンチャンスキャンもできるよ
俺スキャンしようかな
It's a little strange. Little
スキャンは見え
strange.
ない見えない見えない見えない大丈夫そう
じゃあスキャンして。
うん
守るから。
よしあいいやんめちゃくちゃええやんめちゃくちゃええやん
マジでいいマジでいい完璧完璧
あのね、3人で張ってきてたから無理だったなね。
そうやな
もう3だった
The
ら
rotate of all time, I gotta say. Bro, I mean, this is a zone of all time, though. What the hell?
次グローケアだよマイク
うんでも俺あんま見れてないあ今
Ew, dude. That's just like, what the fuck?
しがんなんだよな俺治んないんだけどこれ
Mods.
噴水で
Mods. Kill this guy. Alright, so Rake's up on the height.
調査まれた調査まれた
Thomas in the little tube side of the low ground. Randomly in gardens is Wasaking. No clue why. Playing the choke there is Zeta.
これ大丈夫これがあれかも
Walking in turbine to grab and fighting
流れた
is Lassie for reasons that might exist, but likely don't.
木であんま見えてないんだよ
Looks like that is a fight.
オッケーレベル奥レベルね
オッケー一旦俺巻くよこれ
今今誰よ俺。
俺巻いてからいけないよ今
オッケーこれ右ワンベン俺右ワンベンやる今
オッケーそれウーパーいっていい俺も行くわそれウーパ
まっちゃろ戻れた
We're whiffing our Q as well.
一番手になった？
Teammate got the
レ
kill.
モのね一回起こしてもいいかも
Play slow for reset here is correct, in my
ー俺
opinion.
もウーパー勝って
来てるよはいはいはい
Uh,
宣言宣言宣言
holy fuck.
もういるラストラスト
1v1. D-boy
巻いて巻いて巻いて巻いてる
against
金札金札。
somebody.
俺わかんない
こねこねこね
Almost looks like that was like a rev or
起こして
something.
今起こして今
If
起こして
it's a rev, he can't win, in my opinion.
起こして起こして
ナイスナイストリナイストリ
これで。
気をつけて
That's a
Nice.
Maggie. It was a Maggie. Nice,
ナイ
nice.
スナイス
Nice. Okay.
ナイス
ナイス
そうでいい
もうワンテンポ遅くなる
Gunso did eventually wipe.
もうちょっとあった別見るよ見えない見えない見えない見えないナイスファイトガチでナイス
There are dead two guys in the bike shop. This is this
This
bike shop, though. It's not one of those bike shops.
ケツはカットしたいさすがに回ってくるやつだけ見たいなケツいたらマジ俺はきついから挟まれていい人までだから
He's
い
dead.
やもう前行き切ったらいいと思うよ。
I do not believe you. You believe that you're not dead, but you were
まあ
incorrect.
確かにそれはそう
Well, he did clip that guy, by which I mean he clipped him mostly, and then the longbow guy killed him.
信号来るよ普通に来るからね普通に信号来るからね
So it seems like that was just O2. Yeah. Yep, that was just O2.
まあ回れないしな。
TP で一気に
Who
でもいい
are we on
Yeah.
now?
Apparia.
Shizu Aries?
小安いる
うん。
It does
Yeah,
look like we're on
yeah,
Goons
yeah.
here. This should be Goons
あと
POV.
まあでも40%だから無理なんだ
With
よ。
limited respect
Mm.
to Goons POV, I do not need Goons POV, so we will move on.
あ、奥行こう、奥行こう。うん、そっちの方行こう。
It's already 11 alive in the other lobby, by the way. They started later. Important to note.
で、こっちでも決意見よう。
It is 15 alive in Zeta's lobby, and in the other lobby, where they started later,
さすがに上はいる。
it is 11 alive.
ここいけるよここいけるよ
いいよいいポジション
あ近い近い近い近い近い近いよ
オッケー。いや、離れてったな。
大丈夫大丈夫大丈夫これ上もいるからねこっちの上ここから来る余裕で来れるんだよここポジ弱い
弱いな。
WLD might fight
ここじゃない
again.
違うとこ行かね。
手つけだな
There is a potential for this eventuality.
どうしようね、これ。
削られんだよそんなに
うん、こっちだ。
いや次の移動
They got two whips.
左側行って、こいつらを押して右。
Touching tips over there
先こっち入る。
on the outside
手つけてない
POV.
とどんどん潰さんと
手つけが先入るから
Strange happening, to put it mildly. That's
マ
my
ジファイトある
opinion.
よ。ファイトマジあるよ。
Coming out of bonsai light, coming out of phase
黄色ないよ
light.
ね、信用。今黄色になった。
Both nowhere near a good spot, frankly.
上までいる。
Neither playing
いやい
a
や、シャシャシャ
Valk.
シャシャシャシャシャ。
We do have a Pathfinder over here, but we're using Zip to go hit this UAV right now. Probably use Zip, I would argue, except that it leaves you with. Oh wait, maybe he has two charge. He might have the two charges actually. Yes, he may actually. I was gonna say it leaves you without the Zip to use off
あ
that
ー、オッケーオッ
info.
ケーオッケー。
Maybe not true. Maybe wrong.
取り切っても30秒これ
うわ、正面。あ、これ、はい。
Oh,
Hold on,
that's brutal.
フルパじゃない
ウルパえ、それしか見えないよ、今のところ。ウッパ起こせるよ、これ。
起こせ起こせとりあえず起こせとりあえず起こせ俺
Stickable. Copium.
ナイス。
ガチャガチャガチャ
もうさん、それ、ハイドラはこの感じ。
やった
いや、あっち引っ張られた、だる。ナイス。
What the fuck am I
あ、まあ、
watching?
うん。
オッケー
さっきのパッチどうなったの
Was
さっき
Saki
ウーパーと実際に見せて。
fight?
切るよ切るよ
ファイト
It's
ファイト
these
ファイトファイト
guys,
ファイ
right?
オッケーやった
ポジ
ナイス。まあ、
And it's so funny, like Yuka is kind of trying to
シェアあっち
let that happen enough so that he can third it,
行
and
きながら。おいおいおいおいおい。
オッケーオッケー
these guys are not doing their part.
いや、俺はめっちゃいいよ、全然。俺は移動して血液だけ。
Absolutely not doing their part.
アップ。おい
Okay, they finally did their part here.
俺はいけてないこれ
おいおい、オッケー。
That's welcome to Portal Dead,
いや、全然大丈夫。
and that's clean enough that Zeta turns around
どっからだって俺今。
and says, "Nope, I am a
でかい。
bitch-made loser."
ナイス。
Congratulations, I suppose.
削ってるからねグレーで
オッケー。
This has equalized the two lobbies quite a lot in terms of players alive. WLD out. That's gonna be that. Miffy's out. It's gonna be that. Schwoop and Schwoop. Yamatai last POV standing from the other lobby. Which most likely means that I will not close the Yamatai POV even when they die.
止めないな。グレ切るわ。
グレ切る俺も切った方がいいか
もう一個来るもう一個来る。来る。
2v1, but another team. Hello, another team.
100入った飛びたい飛び左飛んだ
Okay. I got the wipe onto Jashin,
俺残り
which is who it was 2v1 on. So that's good.
左側
I get 8th with 8. Yeah, that's plenty. They don't need to do better than that, and that'll get them to finals.
パスいるわ刃物研究所
弾少ないからあさっていい
I mean, 10 a game is basically like comfortably winning pace for the most part. Like, yeah, I mean, not necessarily winning pace, but yeah, like
クレーマー貼ってきてほしい。
手前もいるな
pretty reliable top.
もうあっこまで行ってるからね。右絶対来ない。リオのパーティー。
Top 3, top 5
でここ
placement.
の赤ピン俺のマップ見て赤ピンにワンパいる赤ピンにワンパ
Not gonna complain about that,
両方
certainly,
ロー作る
in
か
this
ら
context.
できる取れるよ左側リパ同じ
そうだね。マイク左側任せるわ。
So they did lose the Wasaking, but the other two lived, and Yuka once again moving the card back. I doubt that it was to somebody else. I think it was to Zeta, but
マジ右任せてるから
俺の真下いる
Thomas is
真下
dead.
に入居パーティーいる。この上りもマイクカバーできるよね。
登りカバーできるガストいるか
ちょっと強めに見とける。俺見ないから。
俺だよマイクよ1個マイクね
あ、じゃあ上りだけやれケアしといてくれ。
ねキャラねキャラ
Okay, Cook. Thomas, Cook.
無理無理。
俺一回待ちたい
あ、いいよ。
かわしてかわして
That's a placement.
待って待ってゆっくりやろう。この真下の上りだけケアしよう。真下の上りだけケアしよう。真下の上りだ
Is
け
she
ケア
in
しよう。
here?
ゆっくりでいいよ。上りの音したけど違う。
それ左強めるよ。強めるよ。
起こしてる起こしてるあー俺めっちゃ起こしてるそれなました
殺せ殺せ。
あと1
I'm
枚
gonna toss solo here.
ガストかやばいやんガストガストですねガスですね丸ぐらい丸ぐらい丸ぐらいケア肉巻き俺肉巻き
左右のソロ殺してえな。これグリ切るからさ、ピークできんピング。3、2、1。
左でって左でって俺全部回る
持っているから。
丸いケアする
50。90入ってる。
下入って
下入ってる。下入った。右開け。右広げていいよ、右。
Benetta died.
ラスト右。右がラスト。右がラスト。
Oh, they tried to make this cross.
左上取る
They did not really have to do that.
バンガルト来てる、俺らに。
It's just a bit of a blunder.
左行くよ左行くよ
Looks like a free Zeta win, honestly. Solo from Tensei.
俺
Rakes.
折れちゃったよ
パスワンショー、パスワンショー、パスワンショー。
パスわかんない
ましたましたました。
ガスだったこれガスでるパスやったパスやったガスくらいよガスくらいよ登り登りやったやったあと1枚見せろ見せろガスくらいやった冗談冗談冗談ねえけねえけゆかファイティングナイス
バンガル
俺
ト
冗談言って
ちょっと
あれんかった
いやバンガルトがいらなすぎたちょっと。
Gameplay, to put it mildly.
クラス4
なんならありがたいんよ俺たち
That's gonna take the Yuka POV down.
そう
敵どころ
純潔だって14位だったもんな。で、めっちゃだったもんな。
だけどその敵まあ因果応報ってやつだよね。
倉敷落ちなかったら俺たちは今頃ドキドキしてんで
うんドキドキしてる。
ね。
やばいってなってる
至って真面目にはやってるつもりなんだけどな、3試合は。
え別にこの試合も
この試合
構成は真面目だよ。
別に真面目ではあるけど、いつもちょっと違うじゃん。
うんまあアンチガイまで追ってたりするからね。うん。でもあれじゃない第3円から真面目にエリアコントロールすれば多分普通にチャンピオンだったぐらい。
Do we know who this might be?
まあ前ゆっく
正
り
面左のファイト絶対いかんくてよかったもんいかんほどポイントは取れた
うん
いかんないしちゃった気持ちよくなりたすぎる
Datch.
絶対い
It's
かんない
Datch and them.
左あんなん勝手に当たってくる
Datch and them versus some unknown entity
このラッシュ側の立場になってる
with a pretty superior position. Okay, dude. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Turn down this quality. We already got this quality down, I believe. Let's mute the Yamatai POV, and let's go ahead and come over here to group 1 and refresh that. Yeah, that's match 4 complete. Awesome, love that. Zeta Division through. They are now the only other team that's through still. I mean, Rewrite are realistically through, but that's not through. So, Zeta Division through. Dreadnoughtus. Nice. Dreadnoughtus actually not through. They're still in a pretty questionable spot. Through 4 here. They're 9th in the lobby. Red Rams through though. So the only one we gotta take off is UKF. That's true. Good point. And now we get to add Onelu. Sect Onelu. Very good. Very good spot. Okay. Lobby 1, Rix, Wasaking, Lassie, Thomas, Yamatai, quality down. Fishies, Gusyan, Auchison, and now Honolu as well. In the lobby 2. Quality, lock that shit in. We're back to lobby 2 having 5 and lobby 1 having 4. And that, I believe, was Rake's team that was on 39. Yeah, Rake's team on 39 and with Saw Kings in 4th as well. Lassie's in 5th as well. So we could be in an uncomfortable spot with 3 teams out of Group 1 moving up very suddenly is potentially a thing that could happen. On the other side, it's not anybody we have up right now until you go down to here. So I would not be at all worried about that happening here. That is just a problem for that. It's so jarring, like, with everything, like, static and not moving and shit, you know. Okay, nice. We got Rick's delay a little bit more in line with what it should be, so I'm happy with that. Ominous. Oh. What about that? That's, yep, okay. Let's take a look once again at POIs here. Rakes is at Gravity Engine. Wasaking is at Grow Towers. Lassie is at Turbine. Thomas is at Summers. Grow Towers, Summers. Turbine, Grav Engine. Last game they walked through Turbine to fight Grav Engine. So, you know, obviously that was significantly later in the game. But time is counting down over here. GS to Ouchus on delay was a little bit off, just a little bit. I've improved it a little bit. Soothing tones of Rake's comms, I guess.
落としといていいよそこ。
タービンのやつらはもうエイムで押していきましょう。パワー VH。
あって1本余り。
ありがとう。もらう。
見たら撃ってください。
はい。
アベチンタービン。多分今取り行ってるやろ、タービンのやつ。見たら撃つぞ。
読まれた。
読まれた。
オッケー。
ハロー。
いける。
目の前目の前。
どうゆっくりゆっくりゆっくりゆっくりゆっくりゆっくりゆっくりゆっくり。下げて下げて。
当たんなくていい当たんなくていい当たんなくていい。
左行こう左行こう左行こう左行こう左回って。
They walked into turbine.
左ぶつかったら誰な別と。
シアね。
シアバンガ。
シアバンガッシュ。
戦ってくんのかなこれ。キャスト打っただけなのよ。こっち来いこっち来い。
ガス撃ってる。
だいぶ移動きついかもそれ。
せい。
回ってきてる。
横いる横いる。
こっち来いこっち来いこっち来いこっち来いこっち来いこっち来い。
めっちゃ追ってきてる。ピューもない。
こっち来いこっち来い。大丈夫打ってやるから後ろで。抜けろ抜けろ。
大丈夫。
よしオッケー。
はい。
こう入った。こう入った。
入った？正面いるのこれ。
正面いる正面いる。今ジャンプ。
Okay, real quick.
あ右から行くか。
Try to process all of this mess. Turbine for Yamatai. That is the grow towers for fishies. That is gravity engine for Gutchan. That's stabilizer for Ouchisan and Fight Night for... okay. Lot of close proximity going on, actually, yeah. We're taking downs.
起こせないでしょ。
起こせるくね？
後ろ入れようだって。
起こせる起こす。後ろだってこれ打ち合ってるから打ち合ってるし前移動したから起こせる。
起こせんの起こして。
起こす起こす。
Ominous.
チ見えへんの？
見えない見えない。それ奥行って奥移動してる。今渡ってるよ向こう。
了解了解了解。
戻ってきていい？
Real D-boy, just kind of vibing.
じゃあそのままジップ当たるわ。
あいないねいなくなったね。
It's already Thomas grabbing this.
そこエリア取って。
Everyone like, oh, we gotta shoot him now. We gotta shoot him.
一回見せるわ。
If we just stand in turbine and shoot at everyone, surely eventually we will get kills instead of just dying for free because we're being stupid. Fact check.
これ
False.
絶対チャンピオンポイントそっちじゃない。
VA も取れるけ
Could
ど。
even say false god. Who's to say?
あっこ取ってもチャンピオンポイントじゃ
Breaks
ないんだよな。
hitting some homes. This is an oasis ending. That's interesting.
そこ入ったね。
ちょっと考えてから回り始めといて。
ガスと一緒にするわ。
Or it's the back. Ooh, it could be the back carrier. No, it's not the back carrier. That's an Oasis game. That is an Oasis game. I'm sure it's all taken. Kind of can't not be all taken, I would say, personally. You, by the way, can we just talk about real quick? Also, bro, I think Rick should play Seer. I don't know why he's not. By the way, what the fuck is the path for? For rotates? What do you mean for rotates, brother? Okay, well. Liverpool dead. That's Yamatai and Dreadnoughtus out 20th. We may get some fake controversy if they don't make finals, because they have already locked in their qualification. It is not possible for them to fail, but we would get some, ooh, is it possible? No, it's not. It's just not. It's that simple. Anyway, let's turn off that POV. Fishy's over here, down one player. Running away from the two teams fighting over here, one of whom is just going to be Gonzo. That's not good. Yeah, Rakes may be stuck here forever. Ouchisan is dead. Watage is dead. Tanpopo, it's all up to you. This is a little sneaky spot. A little sneaky spot from Ouchisan. I'm gonna go stand in your cat queue because I'm cat. And I don't take the damage. That makes a lot of sense, is what that does.
ちょっと見ればいいのか。見ればいい。
Okay, let's see. Am I still on Rake's audio? Yes, I am still on Rake's audio. We are seeing if Tonpopo can get this reset over here. Miffies are still looking to get their reset, maybe. Why would you have done that, though? That's really stupid, man. Gameplay. Just got Onelu and them running him down in a whip. Pain and suffering. I think it's fair to say. What are they doing? Whatever. Why would you not just come in on the north side, though? Like, oh, well, okay. In fairness, maybe they're going to turn right around and go back. Oh, it kind of looks like they're going to turn right around and go back. Loki, it kind of looks like it, yeah. I think this is correct. I think you want to come in on the north side here, going around would be really stupid. That's my opinion. Alright, Miffy's still hanging out. Kind of hoping that, like, divine intervention will happen, and then they'll have their third console moved finally. So W rotate. What they don't know is, oh no.
悪いねからバレない。一本じゃね。
クラフトクラフトクラフトクラフト。
クラフトオッケー。
3枚ね、3枚ね。いや、3
3枚いる。
じゃない。
2枚2枚か。
殺せ、手前殺せ、絶対殺せ、これ。これこれ。
やったやったやったやった。
Yeah. I think he's dead.
やったやったやったやった。
Rough set for the Miffies so far, I believe. Do not think it's gone great for them. Let me just verify that. Hey, Miffies. Hey, Miffy. Oh my god. 11 through 5 is death. I mean, it's death. They're so fucked, actually. Dude, I like these guys. That's... I'm gonna be sad. I'm actually gonna be sad if they don't qual, man. They won't qual, so I'm gonna be sad. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Alright, come back over here. So Tanpopo respawned, Watage possibly also Ouchisan and died for it. Possibly Ouchisan also dying in the event that he was respawned. And it's now just Watage alive. And he is having to just run into zone. A lot of action on the phase driver this time, this game. More than normal. For sure more than normal. So that's crafters on low ground or high ground, I wonder. I'm wondering this. Crafter on low ground. We are running for our life and we are dying. The crafter is not relevant to us at this time. Meanwhile, Onelu and them are 3 deep in stabilizer, so that's an interesting little thing that's going on. Rakes and them still here. They are now through. Well, not quite through. They're about to be through. They need one more team to die. So I will get to replace the Rakes POV soon. A lot of people coming in at around the same time to this zone. What are we porting for?
は
I have question. What are we porting for? Oh, okay. Good port, good port.
マジこれマジ全カットでいいわ。おお。拾ってきましたクレーバー。
ナイス。全部ぶち抜け。
Okay. Cool that he has infinite ammo, Kraber. Sad for everybody else that he has infinite ammo, Kraber. I don't know really how Rex let that happen. Zeta dead to WLD. That is a classic WLD moment if I have ever seen one, as they immediately die for it. 14th with 2. But those two are Zeta Division. That is 3 points. They will not be fine. See, we had the scenario where we could have lost 3 from the first semi here, very suddenly. That's not going to happen. This is now Soten, by the way, on the Lassie POV here. Really should just move on. I think I will. Set that on 480. Turn up each one of these to the 720 and remove the Lassie POV. Finished dying. It looks like we did just finish dying over here. We are 13th. Congratulations are in order, I suppose. To accept. Okay, W rakes.
いいじゃん。これじゃねえな。両親だ、両親だ。
Oh, he's dead.
Nice, nice.
両親だ、両親。
Okay.
あ、それでいいよ。
グッジョブや。
グッチョ。肉巻いて取れば多分腰いける。
Gameplay, I would argue.
ルは多分3キル。
Now, Gusyon, to be clear, this is the other game. Both games have Oasis zones. Not to imply that there's too many Oasis zones. Actually, no, I'm going to imply that there's too many Oasis zones. Now, the question is, where do you place this? Wait, what? It lets you do that? That's insane. Okay, if you get sent, you die. And the Kraber's looking.
それはちょっとね。
まあまあいいよ。無理せず起こそう。
じゃあどこ行こうかな。
ギャラリオ。ギャラリオ。
上ワトだな。ワト。
あ、上やり、これでも上取り切りで曲で。
Fully, they called that it's Kraber. I mean, the damage number, of course, on Vicky is kind of.
左取り切りで、左取り切りでいい、取り切りで。
マジで渡せん、これパイルマジじゃない。
貼り付けるやん、ここ。貼り付けるよ、ここ。
右から行ってもいいけどね、なんか。
やべえ。
左です、クレーバーね。
これ、それ、抜けくれん、これ。当たりないんやけど。
いや、無理だと思うよ、その。
だって G7 なんだよね。ありがとう。
G7 だけ頑張って。リュウさん、死ぬよ。やばい。
よくね、
負ける？
医療。
医療ない、医療ない。
いけないよ。
もう行くしかないよ。
左取り切りね、これ。右も使えるけど、これ。右使えるけど、これ。
右使う。
これ使えるよ、使えるよ。
肉巻きながらゆっくり。
ゆっくりゆっくり。
おお、うんよ。
Great reset from Vicky, okay. Newcastle's almost a cheat code on that. Thomas and them are fighting up here instead.
左を撃て。
左撃て撃て。全部取り切るぞ。60名。
あいつら入ってんの？入ってないの？
白今までいかんこれ行くとしたら。
あ、いいよいいよ。じゃあこれ前か。
見られてる。無理いけない俺いけない。
終電。
いけない俺ランカする。
They get re-knocked here, I think. Right. No, they don't.
レスト
Pretty.
だけレストだけ
I was looking at bottom right when I did that, to be
ヤ
clear.
マンバ今
あれだよ。
やばい
めっちい。
あー無理
ナイス。
ナイス
まあ、ルアー落ちたんだね、ワンちゃん。10位とかだったからさ、結構きつないキル、まあ6キルぐらい取ってないと。
Wait.
上上上屋上屋上2回取れた2回取れてる2回取れてるいいよいいよいいよメトロメトロ1人
Holy ball.
ナイスナイスかけるかけるゆっくりゆっくりマシャマシャこれこれこれこれやったやったやった俺だけ行く俺だけ行くよかける入れるオッケー一緒にやろうこれ入れこの貼り付ける貼り付ける
This is very scuffed.
それ一人だそれそれ
I like the gameplay that I'm seeing from
真下真下
Good
足元真下
shot.
足元うんオッケー俺スパルウルトあるからこっち見るわ体で見てる51それ俺こっちにもうウルト吐くわこれあいやいやいや動いたウルト吐くそこ終わりマッパ終わった上からピックするやった終わり
damn.
グレー全部ないからねこいつら屋根目戻したよ俺オッケーさっきのやつだよあ上ハイド1枚絶対1枚抜かれたそれ起こしてさっきアンチがこれ
Dead, re-knocked.
あごめん死んだナイスそれ
Holy nade, by the
上
way.
来るでもいいよ
Okay, they're just gonna fight it. They got 2 downs. Super winnable. Hello, key. They get swapped.
勝てるナイス
Disgusting! Disgusting behavior! Absolutely disgusting behavior. They will be through off that. Bro, that was pretty nasty. That was pretty gross. Game 5 complete. That was Red Rams, bro. That was Red Rams. Oh my god. That's not good. Okay. What about over here? Yeah, okay. So that was actually Thomas. I thought that it was, but I was looking in the bottom right for too long, and so I wasn't 100% sure. A lot of kills for Thomas's team as well. Like, I was a little doubtful. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. When he picked up that Kraber, I was like, yeah, whatever. But no, actually, they cooked. They cooked with it. They're still in 7th now after that game. Rakes, yeah, okay. So let's come over here. Let's remove the rakes. And let's go ahead and drop this onto rewrite. Then let's come over here and let's remove the console. And come over here and remove the Gutshan. Then we add in Kiss Shot. And we add in Ray Apex. One game to go. One game to go. Wasaking, Alassi, Thomas, Ray Apex, Yamatai Fishies, Auchasan, Honolulu Kiss Shot. Yes, that's correct. Alright, here's the situation. In Lobby 1, POVs we have up. Lassie, probably okay. But it's a little sketch. Liverpool and Tensei both. They need a little bit. It's not likely to be enough if they do go out with a 0 banger. Ray Apex with Oze. Literally need, yeah, like bad spot, but they don't need a huge game. They just need an okay game. We also have, no, that's it. That's it? Ray Apex, Oze, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct, yes. What the okay, that's so weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Kiss Shot, probably fine. Kiss Shot is in, I mean, I'm going to be honest, Kiss Shot's fine. I'm calling it. Kiss Shot, in fact, I'm throwing out the Kiss Shot. I'm sorry, Kiss Shot, but, like, you are completely chilling, and you know it. We pick up Yoma here. Yoma is literally tied with Ray over here as well. So that's chilling. Let me go ahead and go Wasaking, Lassie, Thomas, Ray, Yoma. Then come back over here. Yeah. Onelu might be okay with 0. We have no clue, really. Aochasan is currently tied for 10th and losing the tiebreaker. Yamatai is 1 behind. Kiririn Star we do not have, POV. Miffies are 10 back from the spot. Shit is so rough for the Miffies. I feel really bad about their chances here, to put it mildly. I do think that the Miffies are going home, which is sad. I am sad about this development. Icarus. Alright, so none of these teams need to do anything, is the weird bit. Like, these teams are currently all through. And they're not actually, not only are they all through, they're all through in top 9, and they're 5+ clear of 11th. So none of them needs to do anything. Whereas over here, we have Fishies who needs to move mountains, Dreadnoughtus and Aochasan who need to move molehills, and then Onelu who actually just doesn't need to do anything because he's already chilling. But in a normal lobby, he would not be chilling. So I mean, I'm not 100% sure that he's chilling, because it makes no sense for him to be chilling. This is so weird. I mean, it's so weird. I don't really understand, like, why Group 2 is like this, but yeah, anyway. True, Yoma needed to be having his quality fixed. I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, almost, I want to turn all 5 of these off and focus Lobby 2, because Lobby 1 seems kind of bleh right now. With no Rua POV in particular. Rua POV would make this a lot better. What is Wasaking doing with this car, bro? You have got to chill. You have absolutely got to chill. Whooper Hero is down and killed.
じゃあ俺適応に行こうかな。
They are Elysium and they got shoved by Summers, which may or may not have been Ray Apex. I think it must have been. I mean, I don't know who else he could have died to. It's gotta have been. He's gotta have died to Oza, even though Ray has no damage. I guess just kind of the only option. Okay. The zones are different. I have excellent news. The zones are not the same zone in the two lobbies here. We are not having a repeat of last game where both lobbies were on Oasis zones. Please do not have ended. Thank fucking God. That is an interesting poll for sure in the other lobby. Why are we evacing out of Elysium? Did we not know they have a balloon? I'm a little confused. Bro, how? Okay, well, I mean, I understand why you made the choices that you made now better, but I have new questions. Yeah, I mean, like, this is just what my fees need, you know? Like, this is absolutely, it's just what my fees need. Getting the shit griefed out of them. For no reason. Bro, take the 1x off and use the iron sights, bro. You're killing me. You are never going to hit a shot with the 1x at that range. Ouch-a-son, you gotta figure it out, man. Also, why is Fishies on Bloodhound, man?
抜けてもいい。こっち側歩けるけど。こっちはこっちは歩か
God damn it.
タイミングは俺の方。
はいね。
降りるよ、降りるよ、降りるよ。
オッケーオッケー。
降りるよ、降りるよ。
前行ったらやばいこれ。
前行っていいよ、前行っていいよ、前行っていいよ。
バレてるバレてるバレてるこれ。
That is not good.
俺渡るよ、無理やりこの HP で。
渡る俺渡る俺渡る。
渡れると思う俺。渡れるよ。渡れそう。マジで大丈夫。ギリ大丈夫。ギリ大丈夫。
かわしたいけど、兄さんこれオワフル拾って。
車。
これ仕掛けるのはここで返そう絶対。
うん、返そう。
いや回ったくね。
回ったかも。
俺は前行ってない。
行ってるかも。
エバク飛べるけど。エバク飛ばん？
あり。
ケツから。
いいよ。
こっちからやっていい？
うん。よ、出していいよ。
ちょっと奥目にした。
先注意。ソマーズ行く？
そうだね、ソマーズ入ってるの怖いけど。
Imagine they die off again.
ソマーズ行こう。一旦。この手前下段降りてスキャンするわ。
Not this time.
みんなグロ読みかも。
センチ編集だけマジ一生ケアだ。
いない。で、これフリーだからそのまま仕掛けてくるかも。
全然来るよ。20部隊。
抜けてもいいけどな。抜けるか？
ジョアーマーだよ。しんどいファイト。
抜けよう。スキャンできないからね、気をつけてね、目の前。車、後ろ。
どこまで抜けるかだな。
右の家見えないけど、パッと見。
しんどいんだよな、右の家行っても。白アーマーで取っててもこれさ、後ろのパーティーがさ、後ろのパーティー仕掛けてきたら死んじゃうマジ。
どんどん前行きたい俺、だから。
いいよ、前行こうじゃあ。
それがそもそもスカスカしてないよ、内側。
ワンチャンある。全然あるよ。奥さんとかみんな使ってるから、奥さんレブとかほら。
これさ、ブラハイバックしない？ブラハウルトとエバックで合わせない？
いいよ。出すよ。
うん。
どこ取りたいの？第一候補。
こっちじゃない？こっちか、ニョッキーどれか。
これ言えるかもしれないから。俺先頭になっちゃったな。取り切るよ。
奥のニョッキー空いてるよ。1ニョッキー。
いいよ、行くよ。先頭取れた。俺飛ばした。俺マジでやばいこれ。
殺されるくね？
ワンチャン殺される。生きてる。バンガレできない。
見てあげる。
ここで待ったね。バンガレで来たからね、俺の。
うん。
いないな、それ。
抜かれてる。
めっちゃつく見てる。バンガレ踏むかも。踏んでない。1枚だけレース。下げた。ここで下げた。
兄さんこっちか。
1枚ここ。
見えない？ワンチャン。
レース。ここレース。俺が。
各拾う。1個下げるよ。
いいよ。
3はレースポーターでファイト狙ってくるかも。
ハリスキ来てるよ。1回来てもいい。下げてもいい。
返しただけね。
それ。
オッケー。
That's a Yamatai. What?
下げるんだったら、 下の人いらっしゃいます
下の
ああそうね下の
応援ありがとうございました。
お疲れ様です。
I mean, that
お疲れ
is
様です。
locked out.
これしかも
He just ended.
レッドダム
Oh,
さ
he
んです
didn't.
か？
Maybe he did. Anyway. It's not like it matters. Yeah, what it is it's bad for people wanting to call on points who are not already locked. Because it's one less team who can win who doesn't radically change. Or rather, who doesn't slurp a spot from the points, right? If the team who wins is in top 5 points, then top 5 points make it. But if the team who wins is not in top 5 points, suddenly 5th points does not make it. If he's died. Yeah, and Miffy's dead is, you know, that's a team who could have definitely moved past somebody. Pretty much unquestionably could have. I am not sure whether or not I did that. Let me check the state of my spreadsheet real quick. I was just thinking about what's going on over here. And how I sorted it last, which was like this, I believe. Yeah, it looks that way. Okay. Cool. So not to keep 6th here, not just has to not drop. $15 spots to one of Meraki Gen Z. So 16th auto calls for Na, is what I'm saying. Sect went down. Didn't really need to do anything. Ouchisan and them might be chilling now, or close at least. Do not know whether the team they're tied with is dead. Oh, Chocolate dead too, Lassie. Yeah, just from the way that he was playing, I could tell that it was Lassie. Was it the Sparrow ult that was probably not necessary? I am not really sure. Could have been. Because that was certainly a Sparrow ult that was probably not necessary. But yeah. Okay, let's see. So, weird stuff going on over here. Um,
巻きまくってる。 こはそろそろなくなりそうやから置いていい？
いいよいいよ。タイミング今か。ナイスオンします。あ、ちょうだい。
That froze, and they were dying while it was frozen, so that's kind of annoying. No wipe yet, I believe. This does not look like a wipe. Okay, now it's wipe. 12-0. Now, a 1 point for this team, that's uncomfortable. That's a sweat for sure. I do think no, are already dead. But beyond that, I really can't say. So that is definitely an uncomfortable spot to find yourself in. More socking here.
上からだなこれ初戦。
あ、本当だ。
うわきつい。いやどんまい。
Liverpool are out. Liverpool, if memory serves, we're probably fine. Yep. That's a good way to put it. Liverpool, we're probably fine. See, let's turn up all of these then. Fuck it. Go ahead and turn these up. Shoop.
テロ置いたよ。もう一回テロ置いた。
レベルよ、レベルよ、手前。
オッケー。
手前レベル、手前レ
パ
ベル。
ラだった、パラだった。トミ起きた。
だった？
だった、わった。
次見ね。あ、アルソカットらし、アルソカット。
俺今拾った。
アルソクニコ。
オッケー。
巻きだ。
探して、アルソク。アンチャイルと考えるって、あさってになって。
正面。一旦張り付き、俺。一旦俺も行くよ。なんか意外といけそうだな。中はこれ。あ、右いるな。外周は絶対無理じゃね？
右いる。
やるしかない。
これやるか。
そう、グレいっぱい投げたら勝てるぞ。
待って、ファイトしてる。さて、一旦向き。真ん中のやつファイトしてるんだよな。いや、割り切りだな。割り切りだよ、これ。マジで割り切りしかない。
Ultrason's almost definitely done enough.
ギリギリこれ正面中もいるんだよな、これ。
そう。こっちも死ぬから4パ殺して終わろう、俺らもう。
いや、これ手前いける、ここいける。
あれ、危ねえ。ナイス。あとケツシルバーね。
Also, this ending is really crazy.
ガスる。俺の方。これスイングかも。
Is it actually ending inside fight? Like, obviously not in the cage, but inside. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's inside the walls of Fight Night. This is not a common ending, really. I mean, like, so you do get stuff like this to happen sometimes, but right, yeah. Oh.
IQ プラスすぎだろ、これ。えぐい。
いや、俺戻ってるよ。
オッケー。
後ろから見てくよ。くれ。
うまっす。
Gameplay has been done from the lassie here. That was something alright.
行ってもいいけど、俺最後までここのぐらい。
オッケー。
こいつら見るべきはこいつらね。
オッケー。
こいつらがマッチ割り切ってくる。
ウルスが向くわ、俺一旦。
Thomas will be fine. Lassie will be fine. Ray most likely did enough as well.
中見るからね。
It's a sweat for Lilas. Everyone else is chilling.
くる。
見てる。
絶対来るから。
マジ来る。こっち側ですか。
来るって本当に3枚。
見てるよ。
こっちから来るからね。
Okay, team inside the cage. Team there. Team there. being Tensei, and then most likely a team outside the stairs,
まだだな、まだまだまだ。
who are now fighting that team.
誰だ
OK ハロハロハロハロ
わったわったわったわったわったわったわった。
ナイス悪いナイス悪い
Uh,
俺起こされてる俺起こされてる
I mean, wait.
アーマースアップしてきたら
やれてるやれてる、これマジイージーチャンピオンこれ。
負け負け負け負け負け負け
うん、チルでチルでチルでチルで。
まず最後まで切るね俺が負ければあったしこれグレキャってグレキャ
オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。
Well, you know, credit to WGR, because I did not expect that at all.
ボコボコボコボコボコボコボコ
来た来た来た来たよ
ボコボコボコ。
マジナイス
Honestly, kind of like nuclear in that endgame, not gonna lie. Now it's just Ouchisan.
左見とくよ俺
Like I said, he doesn't need more, but, you know.
渋いから絶対右行く
上にアップマジで注意
でも全然ある全然あるグー叩いて俺らのも全然ある木来たらグレで消すね左は
オッケーオッケー
絶対バンカー来れば食ってくるこれ
俺ガス管溜めてくよ
Of course, other teams here could be in need of more points.
いや見られてた
We have no idea who's left alive, other than we know that Miffy's, Dreadnoughtus, and Sect are dead.
左ツッコミが一番怖い木とブラハで空爆絶対来る
左ツッコミこれオッケー
カタリストバンがブラハね
ニューキャルト溜まった
空爆来たらもう来るって思っていい
Mirage
右
Gaming.
にやってるよそいつら
右ってどこまでいる
I don't really think there's anybody in their lobby who's supposed to be playing Mirage.
全翼にいた可能性もある見てほしいな
I mean, that's like Rua behavior, just ruin their lobby.
いいよ立てていいよ早めに
No.
空爆あるから
あ敵バンガじゃあやめるじゃあやめる
左バンカー左バンカー
Rua should not be in their lobby, so.
わかんないこの裏にはいるけど
I have no clue who it is. Probably a bad team, if I had to guess. We got Bloodhound team, we got Mirage team from the other team, I believe.
左切れる左渋いよ左渋いよ左
Yeah, this is a win for Ouchisan in a vacuum. Unless they get randomly, like, swung.
一回巻くよ周り見れない周り見れない周りケアお願い
Yeah, like, these two teams, like, they should be able to control the height and force these two teams to fight.
左めっちゃ打ってるよ
いや左打たなくてよくねこれやり押すよ
右だね右だね打つの
右任せるよ俺
あファイトするファイトする
突っ込んだ突っ込んだ突っ込んだ
Yeah.
グレグレグレグレ切りまくるグレ切りまくるグレ切りまくる
グレでしてねグレでしてね全部グレ
あしやった
一枚やった一枚やった終わった終わった終わった
ラストアンパ
終わった
Nice, 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 nice.
泣かないよアンチャン
Very good game from them. So, I'm going to close that tab entirely. We're going to come over here. Reload this. It's now complete. So, yep, we send WLD Boy, Tensei. This is the wrong group, which is why it needs to be this one instead. WLD Boy, Tensei. I was wrong. They actually kind of dropped a nuke. Yeah, 21 points to make it there. Crazy. Soten are through. And yeah, Yoma out. Yoma out. Soten are through. Rua are through. Liverpool are through. And Oze are through. Which might well leave literally just... That's correct. Now, that means that it's only these guys? Yeah, everybody else was expected, yeah. Of course, these guys were like one of the absolute top seeds that wasn't making it into my spreadsheet. 12th here is 810. Also done here, Rush Kangaroos, good. Gonzo, we already had. O2, good. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. 10 banger from rookies to sneak in ahead of Exect, who I said were probably good where they stood. And Renatus drop not just going out, but actually a 15th. We lost so many here, meanwhile. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay. Exect, Techwing, Dreadnoughtus, Smile, Miffys. There should be 5. Is this correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, this is correct. Exect should be on 840. 840. Look, it's not horrible, obviously, but, you know, it's not really enough either. 750 for the Techwing Sushi. And then 720 for the Dreadnoughtus. Fortunately, they are still very safe. They technically did not reach that 28th though, so that's a good bit. 720, 690, 660 is the Smile Destroyers then. And then 630 is the Miffys, and that is just brutal. Because they would have had a shot. They absolutely would have had a shot. You can see Gonzo, even though Miffys did not, Gonzo has actually passed Kurashiki Kenta, meaning that there are 5 who are past Kenta, which means Kenta is now officially dead. Not that that's really a shock. But yeah, so then now if you were below 2430 at the start, you're cooked. But that doesn't really change anything. Alright, the bigger question would of course be, is WGR Neo done? The answer is just unequivocally no. They are not, because it is pretty easy to do this. These 5 can easily be ahead of them. Which means APAC North Finals is going to be messy as hell, by my reckoning. Especially if Tensei actually can qual. Which I think they can. I think they can. So yeah, we might genuinely have well, so 1 that's good, 2 that are probably good, and then 7 that can, which is a crazy, crazy setup. So yeah, that's gonna be wild. I will probably work on turning this into something a little more, shall we say, coherent. Shall we say readable, you know, something like that. Shall we say actionable, perhaps, ahead of the final here. Yeah, important to understand, Kurashiki are already dead. Also worth noting, of course, that Dreadnoughtus... Yeah, they are in fact locked. Not only are they locked, but even Rua can only tie them. They would need Gonzo to be able to pass them, which it's not the case. Gonna be a lot to play for in the finals, and a lot of it's gonna be dependent just on whether WGR, Neo, and Rua can get, like, any points. Like, actually just any points at all. So Zeta did achieve theirs. So Dreadnoughtus did not achieve theirs, however they are full safe anyway. So yeah, I mean, why don't we make that orange? That's fine, I think. Speaking of, ARAM and ITR both made finals, so they achieved theirs. Okay. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a pretty nuts finals tomorrow, which I will, of course, be doing my damnedest to watch. It starts so late for me, but yeah, I mean, you know, the fact that it's set up in this way makes there be like all the more to play for, where there's genuinely, aside from the fact that there's obviously whoever wins is gonna qual, there's actually 9 teams who are points relevant here. I mean, that's insane. Again, so sad the Mippies are gone. Like, if I got to choose, I would have thrown every one of these teams out, except maybe Rewrite, before throwing Mippies out. That's devastating, but, you know, that's the game. And yeah, that's, you know, listen, like, crazy setup for APAC North Finals then. Like, actually crazy setup. I mean, genuinely, like, I mean, it's like I noted, you know, back here, like, the lowest seed here is 25. We sent 10 teams here. They're all in the top 25. Here, Goons won the fucking lobby, by the way. I would love if Goons could come out and win. Like, that would be so cool. You got Goons, Exect Grow, Joshin. Yeah, Joshin made finals, by the way. This is Joss, just to be clear. Okay? Like, this is something I have not talked about at all, but I need to. Because Joss has just outperformed 2 of the 3 sets when he had his actual team with Anaya and Matsutash. Now, to be clear, Matsutash is dog shit. Okay? He is so fucking bad. Hey, look. I mean, what the fuck is this? Anyway, yes, to be clear, Matsutash is horrible at the game now. I mean, it's just, he should have retired like 2 years ago. I mean, it's so bad. It's actually terrible. So when Joshin is making it here with whoever the hell this is, and then Condom in, because that's who Joss could pull with 1 day to go, it's kind of the massive upset that would outperform, but it's also, in a very real sense, just a testament to how horrible Matsutoshi is and how stupid it was of Joss and Anaya to play with him in the first place. I do not know what the fuck they were thinking. If they play with literally, like, fucking anyone in this range, I think any player in this range instead, they probably qual. All of whom most likely were available to a team like that. I mean, that's a strong team, right? That is two very strong Pro League players in Anaya and Joss. I mean, Joss, it's like a little debatable, right? But that's certainly a Pro League player in Joss. And a strong Pro League player in Anaya. And we're playing with fucking Matsutoshi. And it's like, what the hell, actually? But yeah, I mean, that's just, I mean, again, it's just a testament to that the absolute mixed team, like, it would not be really surprising if they do better than this as well. 14th is not good. So I would not be at all surprised if they could actually do better than 14th, too. Yeah. It is, of course, going to be interesting, like, whether people try to grief the shit out of WGR Neo and Rua. I mean, Rua is kind of like, they're already griefing themselves all the time, so, like, it's hard to grief them, almost. Right? Like, if you if you try to grief Rua, you're just doing what they would have done anyway, almost. Like, and maybe it'll work out for them, and maybe it won't. But, like, yeah, that's almost just a normal Rua gameplay experience. So I don't know that they're really griefable. WGR would be the more griefable team. I don't know whether this is what you're going to see or not, because there are definitely a lot of teams here who would have this sort of incentive. Like, really, everybody from here down through, I would say, like, down through Denatars, probably. But you could probably even justify, like, even further down through, like, D-Boy here. Has an incentive to try to make it so that points will actually matter down past where Rua and WGR end up. Right. And yeah, that's going to be one of the weird things as well. Like, entering, Game 6, there's going to be a question of, like, if, so-and-so wins, then 5th on points makes it. Or the spot goes to so-and-so instead, like, because so-and-so just straight up wins. Like, there's going to be one spot that's available, but it may be taken by 5th on points instead of who wins. If who wins doesn't need the spot. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting to see. We will try to get this shit, figured out a little bit more. I think this is probably the most, like, shall we say, scuffed, like, a finals, like I've ever seen a finals. This many of the teams actually making finals. Insane. Right. Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you just look, because, yeah, like, this is top 13 seeds, 12. 12 of the top 13 seeds are in finals. That's kind of insane, honestly. I mean, it's a tremendous performance by them. You compare to Apex South. First of all, this is not necessarily going to be the 12, like the top 13 seeds or something. Like, I'm just trying to ballpark, and it's not even really ballpark, but yeah. That's actually 13. I managed to blunder into exactly 13. 4 of these missed finals. So we have 9 instead of 12 in Apex South. That's just crazy. Yeah, on that note, we got to go look at Apex South finals. But I'm not going to sit here and watch Apex South finals, most likely. And by that, I mean I'm not going to. I'm just going to go mark that, they're here. English broadcast here on this Twitch channel. Top 7 here. So I'm not going to sit here and watch them, because what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to sit here on my own with this stream up and have this stream up, and I don't need to stream that. That's kind of not even content, right? That's just, this is a stream that's already up. I might sit here just through the end of this game. We'll see how it looks. Interesting scenes in the chat, I gotta say, as always. I do wonder if XD will win this game. Alright, see, I'm kind of just waiting for this game to end so that I can look at the standings with this game having ended. Because, yeah, like, to recap real quick, I'll just look away from the game. To recap, like, the situation here is basically, again, assuming I'm correct, and there are 6 spots available here, plus the one for whoever wins. All of these teams are through, and not locks themselves in with hardly anything. I said top 16, like 16th or higher. Locks not in. Then you get to really just these teams, realistically, scrambling for position for if one of the 5 up here is the winner today. Then these teams, like whoever is at the top of these teams, is going to be getting the spot, or just frickin' Toboshu will be getting the spot. Because Toboshu has 330 on them all. So they would have to get 9th, I believe. 9th, yeah. I would say they have to get 9th in the case of these guys, or, you know, 2 more spots would be 7th in the case of GOAT. So yeah, it's like whichever one of these ends up at the top of the list of these, assuming that one of those 2 is top 9 or GOAT is top 7, because otherwise it would be to Boshu. And all of that, of course, only comes into play if the winner is from ARAM, Inside the Ring, Ubi, Los Locos, or Nah. Otherwise, none of this matters, and the winner is, of course, getting themselves in, regardless of anything on the points board here. And these teams are pretty much just fucked. Unless Nah is just completely shitting the bed. Which I assume that they are kind of not. But yeah, let's take a look here. Bly also was still alive at the end here, so that's interesting. Top 3 has 2 of these Australian teams that were not, you know, high enough seeds to be on my list. Getting 1st and 3rd. See if this is up yet. Match 4 complete. Nice. That was Nah. Look at that. What timing. Nah is pretty much on lock, yeah. I mean, it's basically impossible to get 16th, I think, with this. 2 games to go. I don't think it's possible. I actually think it's impossible. I think Nah is good. I'm not going to, like, put it in here. But yeah, Nah is good right now. So yeah, right now, like, XD is just here, which sadly, like, not that shocking. And so this would be a case where, like, Nah is currently, of course, fine. They're in a great spot here. Then you get, because Meraki is high here, if ITR were to win instead of XD or Orange, then Meraki would go through. Right? So, like, as it stands right now, it would be XD and then these on points. But if ITR wins instead of XD, if you just flip those 2 and nothing else, Meraki gets in on points. Because right now Meraki is doing enough to pass to Boshu on points. Which is what they have to do. It's pretty rough. It's a rough spot for Toboshu, I would say. You know, obviously only themselves to blame. Gotta play better if you want to make Pro League. Shocking twist right there. But yeah, rough spot for them to find themselves in. Yeah, here's the leaderboard over here on this. They've got a strange number of logos implemented on this thing. Whatever. Not gonna overthink that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these people don't need to do anything is the thing, you know? Like, you look at Ubi and ARAM and you're like, oh, they're doing bad. Like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. good bit. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the stream here. This is just kind of not really a real thing, you could fairly say. And that's just gonna be that. Yep, 2 games left. I will probably sit here and watch Battleground HQ here, or I'll maybe pull up the like 3 people in this lobby who are streaming or something. I don't know. I can't be bothered though to like stream it, because the most likely thing is I'm just gonna sit here and watch this. Which, yeah, there's just no reason for me to stream that, obviously. So, yeah, you know, big ups, congrats to, of course, these 2 for locking in their Pro League spot here, and congrats to, you know, whichever subset of these we're gonna say locked it in on 4 spots, I guess, but again, I expect 6 spots. We'll know soon, hopefully, so that'll be nice. And, you know, good luck to the people competing for the win over here. This is not like that impressive of a team, but the competition's not like super good either, you know. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I would probably, if I was getting to choose, I would put Meraki in Pro League over them, but that, you know, it's not how it works. I don't get to choose. So yeah, that's kind of the situation there. And yeah, I will be back hopefully for America's quarters tomorrow. Expect to sleep through EMEA just fully, so I'll update my silly little spreadsheet here. Yeah, shout out EMEA where nobody got day 1, by the way. That was kind of sick. It's kind of wild, actually. But yeah, I expect to be back here for Americas tomorrow. I'm not sure like how much of that I'm gonna bother like streaming for, but I'll be watching America's quarters and semis tomorrow is the plan. Then of course APAC North finals tomorrow. In about 24 hours from now, I should be live for hopefully just the entire thing. We'll see, you know, how my being awake goes, but that's the goal. Should be an absolute banger. I mean, this is a phenomenal setup. Absolutely, like a phenomenal setup. So, yep. All right, I am gonna stop yapping and end. And yep, that's the end of the stream.